Hello everyone, welcome to Kelly College of Commerce. I, Professor Sneha Hiremat of Kelly College of Commerce Vidyanagar Hubli, would like to continue Nature and Significance of Management, Part 2, that is, Objectives of Management. Management seeks to achieve certain objectives. They are derived from the basic purpose for which the business has been commenced. Objectives, they are the ends towards which all the activities of an organization are directed. In any organization, there are different objectives, and management has to achieve all the objectives in an effective and efficient manner. Effective aims at achieving the objective within the time. Efficient aims at achieving the objective with the utilization of the resources properly. The objectives of an organization they are classified into three categories. They are organizational objective, social objective, personal and individual objective. Here, let's see the organizational objective. Organizational objective, they are the main objectives for which the company has started. Hence, they are called as the economic goals of the organization. The main objective of an organization is to utilize all the resources, human as well as non-human resources, in the most efficient and effective manner to fulfill the economic objectives of business. Hence, these economic objectives are called as organizational objectives. The first in the organizational objective is survival. That is the basic objective of any organization is to ensure that it continues to survive and exist in the future. That is the basic objective. That is, survival is possible only when organization is able to earn enough revenue to cover its costs. The next one is profit, the second most important objective of an organization. That is profit. Here, the profit is the lifeblood of business, without which no business can survive. Profit is needed for two main reasons. One is it provides a vital incentive for the continued successful operation of the enterprise. The second is it is the reward for risk bearing and is essential to cover costs. The third and the final important objective, main objective of the organization is growth. Growth of the business is an important organizational objective of management. A business needs to add to its prospects in the long run. Survival is a short run, profit is for the continuance, whereas growth is needed to sustain, to survive in the long run. Hence, the organization must grow and expand to survive in the long run. Growth indicates how well it is able to exploit its potential opportunities. And how the growth is measured, it is measured in terms of sales volume, increase in number of employees, market share, number of products, etc. The next one is social objective. These objectives are related to the society. Social objectives refer to the objectives which are desired to be achieved for the benefit of the society. As the organization is a part of the society, every organization, whether it's a business, non business, has a social obligation to fulfill. It means management must consistently create economic values for various constituents of society. Some of the social objectives here we can see, for example, protecting environment. How? By using environmentally friendly methods of production. Second is generating employment opportunities, focusing on weaker section of the society and generating employment opportunities especially for them would be the most important social objective. The next is providing basic amenities like schools, as well as supplying the good quality products at a fair and a reasonable price is also one of the societal objective. Conducting business in a lawful manner and avoiding antisocial and unfair trade practices is also one of the social obligation that is to be fulfilled by the organization. Last, that is individual objective, or we also call it as a personal objective. As we have seen that organization is made up of people who have different personalities, backgrounds, experiences and objectives. They'll come from different backgrounds and they become part of the organization to satisfy their diverse needs. As employees are one of the important valuable resource for an organization, satisfying their objectives becomes a very important task and need for the organization. What can be the individual objectives? That can be financial needs, like they want competitive salaries, perks that satisfies them. Next is social needs like recognition, self-respect, respect for colleagues, that is a social need. The next one is personal growth and development. It's a policy that is offered by the organization, that is looking after their personal growth and development. That may be looking after their further studies, providing distance education. That may be the personal growth, that may be the policy for an organization to fulfill individual objectives. The last one is good and the healthy working condition, which is not only an objective, which is a basic criteria or a need of an organization for the employees that makes them to work with a satisfaction, and a satisfied employee is very much helpful for the organization to realize the organizational objectives. Let's see the importance of management. Management is a process which is required for achieving the goals of the organization. Hence, management is helping in achieving group goals. It brings human and non-human resources together, and it gives a common direction to efforts of all individuals towards achieving that group goal. The next one is management is increasing efficiency. How? Management process helps to reduce the cost, increase the productivity by planning, organizing, directing, staffing, and controlling the activities of the organization. Management is a dynamic, it is creating a dynamic organization, as we have seen this in the characteristic, so where it is important also. Management is creating dynamic organization. Employees generally resist for such changes as it is oftenly means moving from a familiar or a secure environment into a newer environment that may be a challenging one, but still organizational operates in a constantly changing environment, and for that change environment is can be created with the help of management process. The next is management helps in achieving personal objectives. How? A manager, he motivates, he leads his team in such a manner that individual members, they are able to achieve their personal goals while working towards the organizational objectives. The team spirit, motivation, leadership qualities of a leader, and the cooperation and the commitment helps for the group success. Management helps in the development of a society. An organization has multiple objectives towards different groups. As we have seen, the societal objectives, personal objectives, and the organizational objectives, this management process is helping to realize all these objectives. Nature of management. Management as a science, management as an art, management as a profession. Still, there is a controversy with regard to the nature of management, whether it's a science or an art or a profession. In order to determine whether the nature of management is a science or is an art or is a profession, we need to compare its meaning and features with the meaning of science, art, and profession. Management as a science. Science is a systemized body of knowledge that acquires through observation and experimentation, that explains certain general truths or the operation of general laws which are universally acceptable. Let's compare the features of science with the features of management. As science is a systemized body of knowledge whose principles are based on a cause and effect relationship, management also has a systemized body of knowledge that is built up by the management practitioners over a considerable period of time. Principles of science are based on observation and experimentation. Yes, this feature is not 100% applicable in management, but still we see that management principles have evolved over a period of time based on repeated experimentation and observation in different types of organization. Why? Because management is dealing with the human beings and their behavior, which is not cannot be accurately predicted or replicated. So management can be called as an inexact science. So 100% is not applicable. That is observing and experimenting, because it is relating with the human beings and their behavior. The last one is universal validity. Scientific principles have universal validity which can be applied in all the situations and at all the times. This feature is also not 100% applicable in management. Why? Because management principles are not the exact as the principles of science. Their application is not universally acceptable. They need to be modified according to a given situation, where we see that management is creating a dynamic organization. Dynamic organization is wherein which it has to adapt itself with the changes in the environment. Hence, the management principles are not having a universal validity. As such, in the scientific principles are having the universal validity. To conclude about management as a science, we can say that management can be called as an inexact science or social science or a soft science. Why? Because it deals with human beings. Let's see the management as an art. Here again, we are supposed to compare the features of art versus management. What is an art? Art refers to skillful and personal application of systematic knowledge to bring desired results. It can be acquired through study, observation, and experience. Yes, the first feature of an art is existence of theoretical knowledge. Art is somewhere based on some existence of some theoretical knowledge of concepts and principles. For example, literature is available on dancing, on public speaking, or on acting, whereas this feature is present in the management. Yes, this feature of existence of theoretical knowledge is present even in management, like principles and techniques. There is a lot of literature available in various areas of management like marketing, finance, and HR, which the manager has to specialize in. Next, personalized application. Art is a personalized concept, as everyone applies the theoretical knowledge in his own way, just like two dancers, two actors, or two writers will always differ in demonstrating their art. Just like that, this feature of art is also present in management, as every manager has a unique way of managing the things and people. Although all managers learn from the same theories, same principles, but still managers differ. A good manager works through a combination of practice, creativity, imagination, initiative, and innovation. The next one is based on practice and creativity. Art has this feature, that is, application of art needs regular practice to do things creatively and skillfully. Art can be improved through constant practice. This is also present in management. Managers also improve their managerial skills, efficiency with regular practice of management principles. This gives rise to different styles of management. Finally, it can be concluded that management is an art as it is satisfying all its characteristics. It is rightly been said that management is the art of getting work done through people. Management as a profession. What's a profession? Profession refers to an occupation that is backed up by specialized knowledge and training in which entry is restricted. Here again we need to compare with the features of profession versus management. What are the features of profession?